jazz, solo and ensemble, honor groups. This is a really great group of students. So if I get the students to move a little closer, that way if I call your name, you can actually hear me. Can you yell at those guys over there? Yeah, just like that. Okay. Can I get Rachel and Annalise up here to help me with this? Okay, so since we just finished with marching band, we'll honor those students first. So in each section, each instrument, there is an 8th grade leader or two, depending on the size of the section. And these kids are little mini-me's. So actually, I don't run a rehearsal of 150 kids. I have 1 or 2 kids in charge of 30 all over the band. And there's no way that we could do what we do with this many students without these leaders helping us. So if I could get all the section leaders to come up here, flutes, Mina Fidget, clarinets, blonde girls, thing 1 and thing 2, bass saxophones, Addison and Kaylin, low reeds, Max and Nathan, trumpets, Elijah Dillon, mellophones, William Warren, low brass, Ryan and Shane, and percussion, Robert and Connor. Yeah, can we give these kids a round of applause? Okay, also in marching band, the students get to vote on some of the awards. Now it's getting nice, look at that. And one of them is Best Marcher. Okay, so that's a pretty foreign concept. When we get started, they all look like Bambi on ice for about the first month and a half. Some of them still, but that's okay. So we voted on Best Marcher for 7th and 8th grade, and the 7th graders picked Mackenzie Zapp. And for 8th grade, this I think was a really easy choice. This kid should be marching drum corps any day now, William Warren. And this lovely lady next to me, helping me all of the time, is my drum major, Annalise Bishop Purdue. And she's going to stay here and keep helping me. So also incredibly helpful are all of you, parents. There are some parents that have just like bent over backwards, been at everything, ridden the bus with me even when they didn't want to, and shown up at things they didn't volunteer for because I called them. And I really appreciate you. There's no way we could do all this cool stuff with the kids or expect nice people like you to sit out in the rain and listen to the kids if we didn't have you. So I'd like to call up some of the parents, and then ladies, they get these plants in this bag here. Okay, Susie Wilson. Okay. Judith Yan. She's not. It's okay. Holly Bishop Purdue. rootinest, tootinest wagon puller in the land.
There she is. Come on through.
Also not with us tonight because her son is graduating high school, Zulma Alvarado. Leanne Dillon. She owns this fine young people player in the jazz band. Provider of photos and canopies all the time, Kevin Koga.
B.
Tina Whelan. And the dynamic duo Dave and Jada Pearson. And another dynamic duo, my booster president and his lovely wife, Robert and Stacy Blanding. Be aggressive with those plants. You say thank you with an exclamation point. Okay. All right, so on to the fun stuff. These are the ones the kids get to vote on. These get iTunes cards, girls. Okay. So our award, Most Entertaining. I think this is an appropriate award for a performing arts program. This is the student that just class wouldn't be the same without. And every day is a little more interesting because he or she is there. This one's pretty obvious. He got his shoelaces stuck in his clarinet today. That's a real thing. Katie Carver. I didn't plan that. I took a picture. And this one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is 3 years in a row. 2 years in a row? Yeah. This is the requester of Lip Slur number 7, day in and day out. Ryan Whelan.
Bye.
At least he didn't make the sound he makes in class. Yeah, that one. Okay. These awards are voted on by me, and this is most improved. For 7th grade, this student has just gained so much ground and become such a substantial player. I'm very, very proud of him, Mr. Jonathan Garcia Cruz. Lost in space. This young lady joined us this year, and we have class sizes of 60 in the 7th and 8th grade each, and we're a little intimidating. We're very loud and sort of ridiculous, and so I think we scared her a little bit at first, but she's worked really hard, and now you can hear her from a mile away on that bass clarinet, Miss Emily Wilson. Okay, our next award is voted on by students. This is most likely to be a rock star. I'd like to say it's not always a drummer, but that would be a lie. So 7th grade, Phoebe Pearson, the only drummer we have.
Thank you, I'm amazing.
And modest. This one I know is 3 years in a row. The hair himself, Dr. Connor Taft.
Hey now.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Okay, these next awards I get to vote on. This is most inspirational. So that 7th grade student I selected beats me to school every single day. It's not really fair because he walks, but still. He's always here first, warming up in the band room. He's got a great attitude. He's always asking how he can help. And I'd like to say I'm not biased, but he did pass out all the letters when I got proposed to in class. So this is Henry Sweet.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
So our 8th grade most inspirational, I wish I could fail her and hold her back and keep her as an assistant band director. She's been incredibly helpful. She's very encouraging to other students and is always quick to lend a hand and a kind word. This is Annalise Bishop-Purdue.
Thank you.
Okay, so these last student voted awards are outstanding in each instrument section. Okay, so we have obviously a lot of amazing players to do what we do, but we have some who go above and beyond and play multiple ensembles and sometimes multiple instruments and do a lot to lead their sections to play better. So our most outstanding woodwind is Talon Polk.
I want to dedicate my award to Raymond Lee.
So you saw Talon playing bass 5 earlier, the back-breaking largest bass drum, but he's also a very fine bassoonist. Make fun of everything that I say. Okay, most outstanding percussion, Robert Fitzgerald.
I'd just like to thank the Academy for making this happen. I'd like to thank my parents for always being there for me. I'd like to thank my family and friends for also being there for me. I'd like to thank Roger Allen, my percussion teacher, teaching me all I know. I'd like to thank Miss Mullet, because she's awesome.
Robert and his dad also fix all of our drums too weekly. That's a big job. And then our last section is outstanding brass, and this goes to Elijah Dillon.
In addition to Talon, I would also like to dedicate my award to Raymond Lee.
Okay. Our last two awards are national awards. So these are awards that every middle school and high school band give out, and then they have accompanying plaques that hang in our room. So these students' names will be on the wall for maybe forever. We'll see. I mean, for as long as we can keep them up there. So this is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, and this is for outstanding performance in jazz. So this student actually is doubling on a secondary instrument in the jazz ensemble, is a frequent soloist, and works very hard at continually improving his art, and then just got into the Beaverton High School Wind Ensemble. This is Nathan Kogo.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me, that I wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. But they're wrong.
Why didn't we play that song this week? It's becoming a theme. Okay. So this last one is the Director's Award. This is sort of overall outstanding student as a musician, as a leader, as a helper to me and to other students. This kid has hands down the best attitude I've ever seen. I don't think he has a sad face or an angry face. And just saying that, everybody knows who it is. He's a fabulous musician and a great human being, Max Cullen.
They all said, I dedicate this award to Raymond Lee. And also, thank you guys so much, really, for having me. Thank you, Miss Moy.
Mandy always thinks that she's done at this point, and she is not done. I mean, this woman is amazing. Everyone out here is smiling in a pouring rainstorm. We appreciate you so much. You've been fabulous for our kids and for our families, made great musicians out of them, made them love music. We really appreciate you. And we heard you were moving, so we gave you some things to help you in the move and even help when you start some decorating at the house. And she's moving houses. I don't know if any of you have heard, but oh wait, here, go like this. Go.
This is classic. You're gonna start to learn this. He's not even listening. He's carrying on a side conversation. I love it. Yes, I'm moving. I'm not leaving. But thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. We have some thanking for more boosters. Yes, boosters leaving us, but you don't have to.
You can always come back.
You can always stay.
So, yeah, on behalf of the boosters, we'd like to give a couple of other recognitions here. First to Holly Bishop-Purdue, who is graduating from the Booster Club. Thank you very much for joining us on the board for the last few years. Just want to make sure you want to come back. I know you're appreciated. We also, is Katie here? I assume Katie's here somewhere. Katie Burns, yes. Katie. So, youth guard, Katie Burns. And lastly, if Mr. Niezlanik is still here, wanted to make sure we recognize him. In his last year here, he has been a tremendous supporter of the program since he's been principal, and want to thank him as he moves on, and let him know how much we appreciate him.
Thank you to Raymond Lee. This is bittersweet. I'm lucky to be able to move on, to be asked to go to Southridge. When I came here, I had no idea that the power that Miss Mullet had to pull students into doing something better and to be better. And this whole program is built on her and her energy, and I thank her deeply for her time. And who I really want to thank are the students, because the students, your children, are the reason that we do our work. And every single kid here this evening, you're wonderful, and thank you for your work. So thank you. Let's give them a round of applause.
So when we saw saw the weather was going to get less than pleasant, I told David I was going to talk fast, and he just laughed at me. Because I always get to this one. I mean, I was working through it at the last couple of performances, but we get to this one, and I can't say enough for how much I love your students. We just had an incredible year. We worked so hard together, and they are just a blast. So they're all failing science and math, and they have to stay. So sorry. But I'll see you again later. No, I absolutely love them. This is one of the best groups I've ever had the pleasure to work with. You're very lucky, and so am I. Thank you so much for tolerating all this. This is just, what a wonderful community we're a part of, that we're all still standing here right now for the sunshine. If you have a chance, all of this lovely equipment has to go back inside to safety.
And there's plenty of dessert left.
And there's plenty of dessert left, so kids, please help yourselves. Yeah, I'm gonna need some signatures. A couple of good-looking gentlemen. Yeah, we're a very handsome band program here. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, have a great night.